Hello and welcome to the Dragons Are Real podcast. I recently covered Dungeon Alchemist. Well, Dungeon Alchemist has been out for a couple of months now and they've just released their first big update, and all the update is completely free to those owners of Dungeon Alchemist. So let's have a look to see what we've got. The first one is Abandoned Ruins. We previously had Alchemist Laboratory, Castle, Crypt, Festive Mansion, Tavern and Village, and we've now got a new one called Abandoned Ruins. And you get a choice of chapel, hovel, mansion or spider lair or temple. So let's draw an abandoned temple. We'll drag it on the map, click the circle and see what draws, and there we go. There is a nice hovel for us to look at. Let's regenerate it and see what else it gives us. So let's see what else we can get. We can change the theme from a temple to a hovel. Let's see what this is. Very nice indeed. Ruins, a mansion, spider lair, some nice cobwebs, and a temple. So that's very nice indeed. So that's the first big one. The second big thing I've added is a new theme. So when you come to do a new map, you previously had grasslands and forest and dark parchment. Now you can add a jungle. So let's create. There we go. Look at that. We've got a nice jungle map. So that's very nice indeed. Let's go back to the grasslands. I think it'll probably be easier to see. In fact, yeah, let's just go back to the grasslands. Oh, it says go back to the grasslands, and then he goes back to the jungle. So we'll go back to the grasslands. There we go. So we've got a nice new jungle theme. They've also added object brushes now. As before, when you place an object, you could place, let's say, a single one. Or if you hold the shift key down, you could add multiple ones. Well, now they've got object brushes, which is from the menu up here. So you click an object, you pick the brush size and the density, and now you can just alter the density, alter the brush size, and you can brush on whatever you want. So if you wanted to add some bones, I could add a bone pile. Let's say a dense bone pile here. There we go. So instead of multiple clicks, you can go straight on. The next thing they've added is stackable platforms with line of sight on export. So let's create and clear the map. We'll go to our objects and our platforms. So in fact, let's go to new objects. It's probably easier because there's a list of new objects, and we can see in here we've got some of our new objects in here. There's as I said, 460 of various ruins and stuff like that. So I'm just going to scroll through because I don't know where anything is placed at the moment. It's probably common sense, but hey, I don't do common sense. So we'll find some of the platforms a bit further down, and we'll add those to the map to see how stackable they are. And as you can see, there's tons and tons and tons of stuff they've added. Really is nice. So let's add a pedestal. Let's get to and platform. There we go. So you can create a platform, and if you create something else, you can stick it on top, which is very nice. The other thing that they've added now is collisions. Before, if you want to add something and you can put it beside, you can put it on top, but you'd come up with this red cross to say that you couldn't put it there. What you can do now is let's put this platform here, let's draw it big. Say we wanted to put something into that, we can now do that. So if I grab this now, whereas before I couldn't alter it, now I can actually overlap it. I can put things in, make it bigger, and now things will now, with the collisions off, they're in. If I try to do that again now, it wouldn't allow me to do that. It was either on the side or whatever. So that again, that is another nice addition. We can also expand our desktop. So for example, we've got this set here. Before we couldn't draw over the edge of it, it wouldn't allow us, but now if we draw something that goes over the edge, what you'll notice now is it will draw it and it will expand the map. Very nice indeed. We can also change terrain on the fly now. So if we go to this terrain here, before we can raise and lower the terrain, if we go to the change terrain type, I've got this map on grasslands. If I decided now I wanted it in jungle, I could change the terrain and now put the same map and change it with the add the terrain type below it, or I could have grasslands with some water and it will put it on. So very nice indeed. They said they are going to still be adding to the stretch goals that added on the crowdfunding. So let's just have a look at what else they've promised that's coming up, and this is all going to be free for those that already are in beta. Traps and tricks, Steam Workshop integration, water worlds, some more objects, the objects, villages and farms, some lava, magic. The abandoned ruins has just been done. Instant dungeons is coming, so you can add dungeon shapes. Fata Morgana and the high seas, and the treasury is still to come. So all in all, looking very promising for Dungeon Alchemist, so please do check it out. £32, I think it's an absolute steal for that price. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.